Those new images now emerging, the horror inside that passenger cabin, stunning images of that devastating emergency landing. A passenger jet turning into a fireball at the international airport in Moscow. Inside that plane, the horrifying sight of the fire just outside the window. Many passengers escaping down the chutes, but at least 41 people did not get out, including 2 children. One of the victims is an American. And we are learning more tonight about the heroic efforts of the flight crew. One flight attendant losing his life, but saving others after opening the door in the back of the plane to help passengers out. ABC's Dan Harris is on the scene tonight in Moscow.
Tonight, the final moments of terror inside that Russian jet as 78 passengers and crew scrambled to escape the flames. You can hear the panicked screams as they look out their windows in horror. This video now another clue for investigators trying to answer what went wrong. The jet appearing to bounce 3 times as it skidded to a stop. That massive fireball erupting upon final impact.
Under normal circumstances, the fire truck should follow that emergency aircraft down the runway and be ready to put out any fire. It was a long time before we saw any fire trucks come on.
The Sukhoi Superjet, operated by the Russian airline Aeroflot, was headed from Moscow to Murmansk. It had just returned to the airport after the pilot reported an emergency on board, some reports suggesting it was a lightning strike. After the crash, hero flight attendants scrambled to get the passengers out, one losing his life, reportedly while trying to open a door for those trapped in the back of the plane. This flight attendant was said to have pushed passengers out to emergency slides. While the heroes are being celebrated tonight here in Russia, some passengers are being criticized after they were seen carrying their luggage as they fled.
It's a real question. Did people slowing down to get their luggage delay the exit of people in the back and lead to deaths in this mishap?
41 people killed, including 1 crew member, 1 child, and American Jeremy Brooks from Santa Fe, New Mexico, and was taking a job as a fishing guide in Russia.
He was more excited than ever before. He was doing what he loved.
Tonight, we're seeing the first images inside that charred cabin. Investigators recovering both flight recorders and sifting through the ashes for clues.
So let's get to Dan Harris. He's on the scene in Moscow tonight for us. And Dan, we know investigators are looking at 3 things: pilot error, weather problems, any sort of technical malfunction. And you've learned that this plane had a troubled history?
That's right. It's called a Superjet, a Sukhoi Superjet 100, commonly used here in Russia, not used at all in the U.S. or Europe. That's because it has, as you said, a history of safety problems. In fact, in 2012, one of these planes flew into the side of a mountain in Indonesia, and everybody on board perished.
Those are just devastating images from Moscow. Dan Harris leading us off on a Monday night. Thank you, Dan.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.